Araby starts with a young boy living on North Richmond Street in Dublin. The dreary Irish neighborhood is presented as blind and silent. He observes his surroundings from shadowy corners, watching other children play in the fading evening light. The street becomes a stage for his quiet observations. The dusty houses with their brown brick facades stand stoically, like tired guardians of middle-class respectability. In the musty drawing room of a priest's former residence, the boy discovers old books. The abandoned room with its faded furnishings becomes his retreat from the outside world. He reads The Abbot, The Devout Communicant, and the Memoirs of Vidocq. The yellowed pages transport him beyond his confined existence. This private sanctuary allows his imagination to flourish away from Dublin's grey reality. Through the front window of his house, he secretly watches Mangan's sister. The glass pane becomes a barrier and lens for his devotion. When she appears on her doorstep, light from the half-open door catches her figure. He observes her from a distance, too shy to approach. His heart leaps when she notices him. The space between their houses becomes an uncrossable divide, filled with his unspoken adoration. In the busy morning marketplace, he walks behind his aunt, carrying her shopping basket. The crowded street, with its shouting vendors and bustling shoppers, represents the mundane world that contrasts with his romantic thoughts. He moves through this chaos untouched, carrying his feelings like a sacred chalice. His devotion to Mangan's sister transforms the ordinary streets into a pilgrimage route. Under the lamplit street one evening, he finally speaks with Mangan's sister. The pool of yellow light becomes their meeting place. She asks if he's going to Araby, a bazaar coming to Dublin. When she mentions she cannot attend, he promises to bring her a gift. The street corner transforms into holy ground as he makes this vow. Her figure, outlined against her house, becomes imprinted in his mind, a vision that will drive his quest. At the dinner table in his home, the boy waits anxiously for his uncle to return. The wooden table where his family gathers becomes a place of torturous delay. Each tick of the clock on the mantelpiece sounds like a hammer on his nerves. His uncle arrives late, forgetting the boy's plans. The home that should provide support becomes an obstacle to his romantic mission. On the special train to Araby, darkness falls around him. The clattering carriage moves through the night, carrying him toward his destination. The train compartment becomes a liminal space between his neighborhood and the exotic bazaar. His journey takes on the quality of a knight's quest for his lady, though the shabby train contradicts his romantic ideals. Within the nearly closed bazaar hall, disillusionment awaits. The large building that should house Eastern splendor stands half dark. Most stalls are closed. The remaining vendors show no interest in him. At a stall with porcelain vases, he overhears trivial conversation between an English woman and two young men. The exotic bazaar he imagined reveals itself as ordinary and commercial. The hall becomes a temple of disappointment, where his romantic notions shatter against reality. Standing in the darkening hall, he sees himself as a creature driven by vanity. The bazaar lights go out, leaving him in darkness that mirrors his internal state.